The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
51, Mike 51. Don't get nervous. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Mayfield to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. 180.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught at the 20.
Oh, that's the way to run.
The way in for a Miami touchdown.
Will Fuller.
Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heats it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And they'll try the jet sweep here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Mayfield off the play fake. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Mayfield. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Miami.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Browns.
Second down and goal. Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. The Browns D locked in on third down. Brings up fourth.
Incomplete in the end zone.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Their lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think
there.
that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on him.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
That's the end.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run with Geis. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And all the way in